Hello again, this is Walt Hampton. Welcome back to our video series on Book Yourself Solid, the fastest, easiest, and most reliable system for getting more clients than you can handle, even if you hate marketing and selling. We've been talking about Module 4 of the system, the 6 core self-promotion strategies. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about the web strategy. Now, given all you've heard about internet marketing and the World Wide Web, you may be a bit surprised that I've saved the web strategy for last, and that the web strategy is one of the optional self-promotion strategies in Book Yourself Solid. There is no question that having a high-quality, professionally designed website is important. If you remember, it was one of the standard credibility builders we considered in Module 2 on building trust and credibility. But beyond that, you really don't need to learn or use any additional web strategies like search engine optimization or pay-per-click advertising or any of that in order to get books solid. But whether you ultimately decide to use Book Yourself Solid's web strategy or not, I'd like to share with you the 4 fundamentals of the strategy. First, the fundamental of how to build an effective website. Second, how to get more visitors to your website. Third, how to convert those visitors into clients. And fourth, how to establish and grow your social media platform. And here's some good news. If you've been following along with each of the building blocks that we've been talking about through this program and the video series, then you probably have done most of the heavy lifting already. If you've defined your target market and have identified their compelling needs and desires, and if you've gotten clear on the financial, emotional, physical, and spiritual benefits they will get from working with you, then it's pretty straightforward to build out a web presence that speaks to these things. If you've got a plan in place to build trust and credibility, your website can help you position yourself as an expert. And it's also a wonderful way to introduce folks to your sales cycle. And then you can begin to make sales offers proportionate to the amount of trust that you've created. And of course, if you know how to price your offers and have simple sales conversations, you're going to book the business. And by implementing some of the other 5 core self-promotion strategies which can be enhanced by this web strategy, you'll end up getting more clients than you can handle. So then let's talk for a moment about the first fundamental, building an effective website. If done right, your website can be a powerful way for attracting and building a client base and building trust and credibility over time. A website is made up of a page or pages that live in a particular domain. And in order to have an effective web strategy, you need to be able to know some basic stuff, such as who's coming to your page or pages on your website. What do you want them to do when they get there? And how are you going to get them to do that? Do what you want them to do when they're there. The second fundamental I mentioned was the process of getting more visitors to your site. How do you do that? Well, there are 6 proven techniques and strategies to make that happen. One is to optimize your site so that the search engines notice you. A second is to boost your link popularity by getting good quality inbound links to your site from others who serve your target market. Third is to leverage your email signature. So many folks miss out on this opportunity, but you can put information in your email footer about what you have to offer and send them to your website. A fourth strategy is to participate in online communities, hanging out, adding value, offering advice, all to boost your visibility and credibility. A fifth strategy is partnering with and cross-promoting others. And a sixth is taking advantage of online press releases. A very underused strategy, but it will boost your site's visibility and your own cred. The third fundamental I mentioned in connection with using this web strategy effectively is being able to convert visitors into clients. And there are two essential principles here: enticement and consumption. You need to understand and use both, but abuse neither. Enticement is offering your visitor something of value for free in exchange for their email address and permission to follow up. And your visitor gives you the email address because he or she perceives the value and wants more of your stuff. Recall that this was the basis of the concept of permission-based marketing that we discussed in one of the earlier videos in this series. The principle of consumption follows the principle of enticement. Once your visitor has given you their email address in exchange for the ebook or white paper or video training course, then you need to follow up with them to help them consume the information they've just received. And the follow-up is essential to the building of relationship and to the process of establishing trust and credibility, yes, over time. All right. The fourth fundamental in connection with the web strategy: establishing and growing your social media platform. Now, your return on investment in social media networking is both quantitative as well as qualitative. You will likely see more leads as a result of your social media networking, and you will enhance your visibility and stature at the same time. Now, if you're going to be serious about adding social media to your self-promotion strategies, it can't be haphazard. You're actually going to need to plan and set aside some time to spend on each of the platforms you choose. Being effective on social media requires consistency and commitment and patience over time. Develop a routine, follow it deliberately, and I guarantee you, you will see the results. Here's the bottom line. You don't need to use this web strategy, but the internet is your friend, and actually a pretty powerful friend. For many, online strategy and the use of social media will be one of the most effective routes to resounding success in business. Leveraging the internet allows you to connect with a global audience and serve a multitude of people better, faster, and easier. You'll be able to share what you do with the world, make an impact, change lives, and, oh yes, make some more money too. Remember, if you've done the work that we've talked about in the earlier videos, then implementing the Book Yourself Solid web strategy will be a piece of cake. So, that's a wrap on the 6 core self-promotion strategies. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Book Yourself Solid is a powerful system. It's reliable, it's replicable, and it works. Implement the building blocks we've talked about, and you will be booked solid.